He's fresh off of an excellent performance at the London Distance Classic on May 24th. He ran 15:48, which was a PB by about 50 seconds, wasn't it?
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, so a really impressive performance there. So to start, just take us through the race and how that went for you.
So I guess as far as like the race, I was the last seed in the second heat of it. So basically right off the gun, I just went back of the pack and drafted off of the front runners. I think I went through, we were going around about 74s, which the goal is to hit 76s. So it felt a little bit fast, but I would have had anyone to go with if I slowed down, so I just kept it up with that. And then eventually there was a pack of about 4 or 5 of us that kind of dropped off a little bit and kind of started hitting like the 76s, which was good. So, yeah.
Now, did you expect that much of a drop? Did you think you were going to go that fast, or?
Well, I mean, I was definitely hoping to break 16. Like if I didn't do that, I would have been really disappointed. But I think 16:50, which was my seed time, was kind of the big goal. So to break that even was pretty happy with that, for sure.
Excellent. Now, what are your plans for the rest of the season, racing and in terms of goals? Any times you want to hit?
Well, after running that, I kind of want to do another 5,000. To be honest, I think we got the 3K coming up about just under 2 weeks back here at TD. So I'd like to break 9 there. I think I did a bunch of attempts at breaking 9 last year and wasn't too successful, so hopefully get that this year. And actually for Canadian Junior Standard in the 5,000, I think is 15:35. So I'd like to try make a few attempts at that. There's a 5,000 on the track. I think it's the Ontario Junior Championships, June 11th. So I'd probably go that one, see if I can break 15:35. And yeah. So.
Nice. Now you skipped the high school season this year. How did that, or I guess, can you sort of explain that decision and how did it work out for you this year?
It was more than anything, I just didn't really want to do it. I think I've never had a great experience with high school track. Just, I don't know, in some ways I find the races are kind of, you race a lot, you race often. I just trying to balance like club track with the high school workouts doesn't always work out as well as it could. I think when you're doing like multiple speed workouts like a day even, it's tough to balance that. So this year especially I was busy with school and other things, just wasn't really interested in going through it again. With that said, I mean, when I was watching some of the conference races, I kind of wished I was out there in the 3K, but yeah, no regrets for that.
That's good. So, do you think that's prepared you better for the longer distances then? Yeah,
definitely. I think having more time, like only just focusing on the club tracks, kind of let me like really focus on those workouts. And yeah, definitely. No, I know last year I think I did my 3K PB for 9:16. I did that at Wass, and then pretty much after that I was feeling kind of burnt out for the rest of the summer, and even into cross a bit from that. So I think this year I'm definitely starting to feel stronger later on. So hopefully that carries out throughout the summer. I get some good times.
Great, and you're headed off to Laurier in the fall then?
Yeah, I accepted that offer a few weeks ago. I'm pretty excited about that. I think I talked to Pete Grinsberg. He sounds like a nice guy. I like his philosophy on running and whatnot. So I'm excited to try work out with them in the fall.
Great. So we're here with Matt Suda, and he's coming off a successful performance at the London Distance Classic. Matt, you ran a 15:36 for 5,000 meters. It's a PB.
Yes.
So can you just take us through the race and how that played out for you?
Basically went out about the pace that I wanted, and there were a few of us working together, which I haven't always had for a 5,000. Sometimes I tend to get stranded behind the leaders and in front of the back, so it was nice to have some people to work with. And it was a little bit windy, but not too bad, so I was able to hold my pace for a good part of the race. And I guess eventually I ended up in no man's land a little bit and had a few guys falling off to catch, but wish I would have had a few more bodies, so I fell off pace a little bit, but it was a PB, so I was pretty happy with it.
Now I have to ask, were you worried at any point before the race that Megan Brown might beat you?
I was a little bit worried. It's a thought that was in the back of my head, but I knew if I ran my pace, I would be okay. And I guess a PB is a PB, no matter who's around you. So yeah, I was happy that I was able to run the PB. So yeah.
Great. So what are your goals for the rest of the season?
The goal for the year is to get under 15:20 for 5,000. So I think that's very doable in the next month. So I just need to get in some more good workouts and maybe sharpen my speed a little bit. And I think I've got another 15 to 20 seconds to take off the race from this week. So I'm feeling good about that.
Great. So what's up next for you?
Next up is the 1500 on Saturday night in Guelph. And again, I'm just looking to be in a good race and hopefully get a PB out of it.
Great. And any reflections on how the training's gone this year? Was there much that you did differently? And
I bumped up my mileage slightly from last year, so I think that's helped keep my strength up, and we're being more careful to back the mileage off getting into the racing season, so I feel like I'm a bit sharper than in past years going into races.
great. So I was really happy with how the race played out. We were maybe a bit slow through the first kilometer, but for the rest of the race, I guess we were running 3:18s, which was right on pace. I had my teammates Robbie and Dylan pacing me. Robbie stayed in till I think it was about 3,600, and the two of them did a really good job. So I just had to get in behind them and stay nice and relaxed. So it felt like we were back in practice, and I was just kind of tucking in behind them and seeing how long I could hang on. So yeah, I was really happy with how it went, and it played out really well for me. So I was hoping to go under 1640, and I did. So I'm really happy with how that went. Yeah. So on Saturday, I'm headed out to Guelph to do the Speed River Inferno. I'm in the 1500 meters. In that race, I'll just be hanging on for dear life. I'm the last seat in the section, and the top girls have gone under 420. But it should be a good race to get in and try and mix it up. So I'd like to go under 430 for that and just test my speed, because that's sort of the general goal. But other than that, I don't really know what I'm going to do for the 15. So yeah, just kind of give her a go and mix it up in there and see if I can take some scalps. As for the rest of the season, the big goal is nationals in Calgary. I'll be doing the 5,000 meter. It's going to be harder to medal this year. I think it's probably a deeper field going. So I would be very happy with top 5, but really the plan is just to go out there and run a good race smart, and hopefully finish higher than my seeded position. As for the Ontario Championships, I'll be doing the 5,000 and the 1,500. So I'd like to definitely medal in the 5,000, but again, it sort of depends on who shows up, and really, yeah, I'll just be looking to run a fast time, run a smart race, and mix it up at the front end.